Do you ever feel like your skincare routine is a full-time job? I do. Honestly, I struggle to fit in all the treatments. Red light, needling, exfoliation, massage. It's a lot. If you've ever felt overwhelmed or worried you're missing something, you are not alone. After years of trial and error, I have finally found a way to make it all work together. So let's go behind the scenes of my real and unfiltered week. Spoiler, it's not perfect, but it's powerful. Okay, so let's talk about all of the things I do. I want to be real with you. As someone obsessed with skincare, I struggle too. There are weeks when I just can't get all my treatments in, and it's easy to feel like I'm falling behind. I know how hard it is to juggle all of these things. And when life gets busy and you're just so tired, you just can't do it. So sometimes I look at my products and think, how am I supposed to do all this? Really, how am I supposed to do all this? I have learned also that consistency, not perfection, is actually key to really making changes and transforming your skin. So if you're struggling like me, I get it. So that's why I want to walk you through this step by step on how I get everything in each week to make sure that I'm making those changes to my skin. Remember that my goal is to boost my collagen, to increase my cellular turnover without damaging my skin barrier, and also with making sure that I make those changes to transform my skin, because I'm trying to turn back all of the time and damage that I've done. So I have to fit in 2 to 3 days of gentle exfoliation. I have to fit in 1 to 2 days of cosmetic needling. I have to fit in microcurrent or RF. I have to fit in red light. I have to fit in massage. And it's enough to make my head just do spins. But I promise you can do it. So here's how I break it down so that you don't have to overdo it or leave out any of your essentials. So here's my weekly kind of skincare routine that I do. Every morning, I do start with my red light therapy, and I keep my red light mask right next to my bed so that when I hit snooze, I just slip it on and get my treatment in before I even get up. So this helps me stay consistent. This is a hack I actually learned from a friend of mine. She said, hey, have you ever thought about doing this while you're in bed? And I was like thinking, I do not do it when I'm in bed, girl. I do not do it. But then I was like, that is actually a really good hack. So I started doing it, and I definitely am more consistent. I do it 5 days a week. Mainly I skip like Saturday and Sunday just because I tend to get up and get right out of bed on Saturday and Sunday. You could also just do it in the morning while you're getting your coffee ready. That's another good way to do it. 2 to 3 days a week, and I do this really like Monday, Wednesday, Friday. I add a low-level exfoliating toner in the morning. The one that I've actually been using is Some by Me, and let me pop that up there. And it's one that combines AHAs, BHAs, and PHAs to lightly exfoliate the surface of your skin. It helps boost cellular turnover and smooth out your skin's textures. I also sometimes use a 10% glycolic. I really like the Tula glycolic toner as well. I still use my regular actives when I do that. So I still use my tretinoin in the evening. This I do in the morning before I apply my other stuff. I still use my vitamin C. I still use all of that on those days because it's just a light toner. And again, Monday, Wednesday, Friday. So then on Tuesdays and Thursdays, I do cosmetic needling at night. This helps my serum penetrate deeper. It helps boost my skin's renewal. And on these nights, I do skip vitamin A because it's way too harsh. But I still do my EGF, my Matrixyl, and my Argireline. Now remember that every morning I do my red light therapy, and then after that I take my shower, rinse off my skincare. I use a Japanese or a Korean essence, do a couple of layers of that, and I do my massage. Now I try to do my massage every single morning. One of my favorite massage tools is this. It vibrates. I do use the vibrating setting. One of my other favorite tools is my gua sha tool and my jade roller tool. And again, like I said, I do these every morning after I put my essence on. I just make sure my face is wet with that essence, and then I do my massage. Now, if I'm too busy and I'm rushed, I'll get my massage in the evening, but I never skip my massage or my face yoga moves. I try to make sure that I get those in pretty much every single day. What about days that I am doing an exfoliator? I'll often do the essence first, do my massage, and then I'll kind of pat my face dry and then go in with the exfoliator. Please, 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 when you're putting on your exfoliators, wait for 2 to 5 minutes. Let your exfoliator dig into your skin and get in there and start making those skin changes, and then go back in with the rest of your skincare. And I always use my actives every morning, every night. 2 to 3 days a week though, I just do cosmetic needling, and when I'm cosmetic needling, I only use my EGF, my Matrixyl, and my argireline. These are the only 3 serums I use besides my essence after I cosmetically needle. That is what I do, and I do that on Tuesdays and Thursdays. So Monday, Wednesday, Friday, exfoliation, Tuesday, Thursday, cosmetic needling. Then there's also RF or microcurrent. Now, when I was doing microcurrent, I try to do it 2 to 3 times a week. I'm not always good about microcurrent. I will say that. Kind of a lengthy process for what the results that you get. I never do it the day after cosmetic needling. So I try to get that on Mondays, and then on Fridays is when I'll usually do it, Mondays and Fridays. And then of course I try to get that face massage in, as well as the face yoga. Now, a lot of the times the yoga I do at night, and I do that while I'm watching TV. And then another thing that I do is I make sure that once a week, and I try to do this on Saturdays and Sundays, is make sure that I get a mask in, right? A hydrating mask that's really going to repair and kind of get rid of the stress from that week, because come on, our lives are stressful. We have a lot going on, but the mask just makes me feel refreshed. It makes me feel like I'm being pampered, like I'm being treated. The only time that I change all of this is if I'm doing like a peel or a needling session, right? And then I might change how I do all of the stuff. But for the most part, in a given week, this is how I fit everything in to make sure that all of my treatments are balanced and I'm getting them in. So why do I need all these steps? Well, red light therapy boosts your collagen and reduces wrinkles. It also brightens the skin. Needling helps you remodel and refashion that skin and renew it. It also, cosmetic needling allows your skincare products to penetrate more deeply. It also allows your fibroblasts to repair and make new healthy fibroblasts. Exfoliation removes the surface layer. It increases cellular turnover. It fades dark spots. RF and microcurrent help lift and sculpt the face, tighten the skin, and hydrating masks really help you repair your barrier, lock in moisture, and really kind of get some hydration in your skin that you may not have had due to kind of stressful week, air pollutants, all of those things. So it's not about doing everything. It's really about doing all the right things in the right order for your skin. So let's be honest. Who else struggles with this? Drop your comments in the comment box if you're feeling overwhelmed. Did this video help you? I really want to try to help you get everything in, and it's hard to get everything in, and I know it. And there you have it. That's how I fit it all in a week to make those big changes to my skin, the things that I want to do to turn back the clock and transform my skin. I want this to be a space that we can really share what's hard about what we're doing and the things that we've done to overcome those struggles. So stay beautiful, stay hydrated, stay glowing. I'll see you next time on Glow with Shelly.